My name is Charles Owens, and I am a jazz musician. When I'm on stage, I'm in heaven. There's no better place than I'd rather be than on stage playing for people.
我叫陶翠英，今年73周岁了。我很喜欢去菜场买菜。
Je m'appelle Léa, j'ai 4 ans et vis en France. J'aime bien jouer avec ma copine Mario Justine.
Meu nome é Bruna, eu tenho 32 anos e sou personal trainer.
When my hearing was fading, things were muffled, like being underwater, and I couldn't hear people. Yeah, it was kind of hard.
在配助听器之前，我和家人和朋友是有一定距离的，有隔阂的。
Não ouvir muitas vezes me levou à solidão.
J'aime entendre maman, les poneys et les chevaux et les petits oiseaux. Et puis je n'aime pas être dans le silence.
It almost felt normal to not be able to hear, but when I went to the ear specialist, and I could say, look what I've been missing.
Eu uso um aparelho invisível que fica dentro do ouvido e me acompanha em todos os momentos.
第一次感觉很奇妙，怎么声音那么好？
Je mets mon appareil et j'entends, c'est super.
A dream that came true. It's just like I'm in touch with so much more.
Posso dizer que hoje sou viciada em ouvir os sons do mundo. Ouvir é muito importante para mim porque me comunicar com as pessoas é uma das coisas que me traz mais alegria.
佩戴了助听器以后，方便了和家人的交流，增进了我们的友谊。
Je n'aime pas être dans le silence. Mais pour dormir, j'aime être dans le silence.
I'm lucky enough to have a great hearing aid that makes my life much more complete and fulfilled, and I hope to continue playing jazz for another decade at least.
Hello, and welcome to the first online Advanced Bionics and Phonak joint media conference. We've invited you today to learn about the latest technological innovations that AB and Phonak have developed for people with severe forms of hearing loss. Several world premieres that will change the lives of adults, but also kids with hearing loss and bring connectivity to the next level. My name is Charlotte Segui, and I'm part of the AB Global Communications team.
My name is Phonak+AB, and I'm responsible for global PR at Phonak. Before getting into the program, I would like to remind you that you can at any time submit your questions via the chat function located on the right-hand side of your screen. We will review and address all your questions at the end of the conference during our Q&A session. In a few minutes, our colleagues from Phonak Audiology and Advanced Bionics Research will explain to us why people with a severe type of hearing loss have different needs than people with a mild hearing loss, and why it requires a different approach. Our product and marketing colleagues from AB and Phonak will then take you on a deep dive into our newest innovations.
But first, allow me to introduce Victoria Carr-Brendel, Group Vice President of Sonova and President of Advanced Bionics, to help us kick off this conference with our latest news. Vicky, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Charlotte. Advanced Bionics is a global leader in developing the most advanced cochlear implant systems in the world. As the innovation leader, we develop hearing technology that helps people achieve their full potential. We put our CI wearers first, and we do this through an unwavering commitment to superior quality, world-class service, and lifetime support. You know, we're proud to be the world's only US-based cochlear implant company. In fact, every Advanced Bionics product is designed and manufactured right here in Southern California. For over 25 years, AB has removed limitations for those otherwise isolated from the world of sound. We've implanted over 100,000 ears in over 130 countries. The ability to hear is transformative. By improving hearing, we give people the opportunity to make powerful connections with their family, with their friends, and frankly, the world. And that's what our products do. They transform lives. Let's take a look.
I can hear. That's different.
Bringing powerful connections to life. It's what drives us to keep innovating. It's also why I am thrilled to introduce 3 new products from Advanced Bionics that they are truly going to be game-changing. First, we're proud to unveil Sky CI Marvel, the world's first cochlear implant sound processor designed just for children. It's the first solution that's tailored to a children's unique and changing hearing environment, and especially as they grow. Second, it's NAIDA CI Marvel, an all-new cochlear implant sound processor for adults. It's powered by machine learning operating system, and it features effortless connectivity to virtually any Bluetooth-enabled device. Virtually any Bluetooth-enabled device. That's pretty cool. And finally, just for our hearing care professionals working with the CI wearers, a revolutionary new CI fitting software that is unprecedented in the level of efficiency it's going to offer. But that's not all. In 2009, Advanced Bionics became part of the Sonova Group, and we quickly joined forces with Phonak, who's a global leader in hearing aid technology. Well, this collaboration among sister brands is unique in our industry, and it's stronger today than ever before. In fact, by combining technology and expertise from both brands, we can innovate even faster, setting new standards in hearing care. And who better to tell you more about these innovations than my colleague and friend, the president of Sonova USA Wholesale Hearing Instrument Division, Sandy Brandmeier.
Thank you, Vicki, for that warm welcome. I love that I'm sharing this virtual stage with you. And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us today. The relationship between Phonak and Advanced Bionics and me and Vicki is more than just a collaboration. It's truly a partnership and a friendship among 2 sister brands with one vision, and that is a world where everyone enjoys the delight of hearing and therefore lives a life without limitations. Phonak has enjoyed a proud technological partnership with Advanced Bionics for over a decade, but our expertise in helping children and adults with severe hearing loss goes back much further. We created the world's first portable hearing aid in 1950, and our reputation as the global leader in pediatrics is 45 years strong. When someone makes the decision to get a cochlear implant, they want the best technology available from a name they can trust. Phonak Marvel technology has become the best-selling product in our company's history. Marvel connects directly to iOS or Android smartphones and billions of other Bluetooth-enabled devices. Marvel also allows hearing aid wearers to receive the Rogers signal directly with no need for an external receiver. Patients can use their Marvel hearing aids for hands-free calls, for listening to TV, music, ebooks, and more, and always in top-rated sound quality. We're thrilled the award-winning technology is now available for Advanced Bionics cochlear implant recipients. But we didn't just stop there, and that's because most people receive a cochlear implant in one ear only. While many choose to get a second implant later, until they do, the unimplanted ear requires an ultra-power hearing solution that works in harmony with the cochlear implant. It's my pleasure to introduce, for the first time, Skylink Marvel from Phonak. Skylink Marvel is the world's first dedicated pediatric hearing solution that connects seamlessly with SkyCI Marvel so that kids can hear their best in every situation. I'm also delighted to announce the highly anticipated Naida Link Marvel, the superpower hearing solution that's the perfect companion for adults with a single Naida CI Marvel who want to enjoy all the benefits of the Phonak Marvel platform. I have no doubt that these products will further reinforce our reputation for having the broadest, most innovative hearing aid portfolio in the industry. And together with Advanced Bionics, we've never been prouder to offer life-changing solutions at every stage of the hearing journey. Vicki, I can't wait to hear how Marvel technology is received among Advanced Bionic wearers. You'll have to keep me updated. After all, we're sister brands and sisters don't keep secrets.
Absolutely, Sandy. We love sharing patient success stories, and I expect we'll be getting plenty of them with Marvel. Hey, speaking of sharing, isn't it amazing how we share this stage together, even though you're in Windy City, Chicago, and I'm here in sunny Southern California?
Sure is. And it's not just us in the States. In fact, Charlotte and Florence are speaking to us live from Switzerland. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Vicki and Sandy. Before we dive into the products and their features, it is important to understand that the people with severe and profound hearing loss need a unique standard of care. Charlotte, can you explain how we define the different types of hearing loss?
Sure. A mild hearing loss means that the person is unable to hear sounds quieter than 20 to 40 decibels. This is the equivalent of having trouble hearing whispering or fully following a conversation in a noisy restaurant, for example. A profound hearing loss means that the person is unable to hear sounds below 95 decibels. This is the equivalent of not hearing a lawnmower, someone shouting, the sound of your own voice, or even a baby crying.
Thank you, Charlotte. Phonak and AB are both experts in caring for people with severe hearing loss. And we have now Angela Pelosi and Jason Galster to help us better understand the specifics of this type of hearing loss.
A person with a severe to profound hearing loss is not a person with a mild hearing loss who needs more power. First of all, severe to profound hearing loss is defined as a 60 decibel loss or greater in one or both ears. The World Health Organization estimates that there are 87 million people living with this disabling form of hearing loss right now. There are numerous differences between a person with a severe to profound hearing loss and a person with a mild hearing loss. Let's start with the physical differences in the ear. Sensory neural hearing loss is the world's most common form of hearing loss. It occurs when there's damage to the tiny hair cells in the cochlea, often due to loud noise exposure, aging, or other factors. We know that people with mild to moderate sensory neural hearing loss, which is defined as a loss that's less than 60 decibels, tend to have damage to their outer rows of cochlear hair cells only. On the other hand, people with severe to profound forms of sensory neural hearing loss, which is greater than 60 decibels, have damage to both their outer and inner hair cells. When both the outer and inner hair cells are severely damaged, the benefits of amplification, even with today's modern hearing aid technology, begins to significantly decrease. In other words, for people with severe to profound hearing loss, louder is not always better. This is particularly the case with speech understanding. Left untreated, the consequences of severe to profound hearing loss are severe, and they extend into every corner of life. That's because hearing loss creates serious communication challenges that can negatively impact a person's overall health and well-being. For example, untreated hearing loss has been linked to greater incidence of anxiety, depression, and social isolation, just for starters. The greater the hearing loss, the faster the rate of cognitive decline. And finally, the risk of dementia increases with increasing hearing loss. In Frank Lin's group, they found that for untreated severe hearing loss, the risk of dementia is 5 times greater than the risk with normal hearing. The need for excellent treatment of severe to profound hearing loss is even more critical for aging. For those users fitted with acoustical amplification, Phonak offers a holistic ecosystem of power hearing solutions, assistive listening devices including Roger microphones for hearing in noise and over distance, as well as a host of audiological services and educational resources. These solutions are built upon many decades of experience and commitment to both children and adults with severe to profound hearing loss. Because people with severe to profound hearing loss have specific, complex listening needs, they may not be adequately addressed by routine audiological care. We've been collaborating with 17 experts from 4 different countries over the past 2 years to create the clinical guidelines for the management of adults with severe to profound hearing loss. Let me share with you some key recommendations from these guidelines for hearing care professionals working with this population group. 1. Those with severe and profound hearing loss need counselling on a continuum of hearing technologies. These conversations are vital to understanding that hearing aids need not be the final stop on their hearing journey. 2. Extra consideration when selecting and fitting hearing aids. In order to maintain audibility and support, aided speech recognition fitting approaches beyond standard initial fit are required. 3. Remote microphone technology should be considered at the same time as selection of hearing aids and/or cochlear implants. And 4, communication training and strategies should be included in the ongoing management of severe to profound hearing loss. Beyond hearing technology, communication abilities can be enhanced with auditory skills training and communication strategies. You see, treating severe to profound forms of hearing loss is not a one-size-fits-all approach. When the appropriate solutions for a child or adult progresses from a power hearing aid to a cochlear implant, Phonak proudly partners with Advanced Bionics to ensure a seamless continuum of care. With that in mind, it's my great pleasure to hand it over to my colleague Jason Golster, Director of Clinical Research from Advanced Bionics.
Thanks, Angela. Just as you described, the experience of hearing loss is a journey that people follow throughout life. And as hearing loss progresses, the effects on life increase, while the benefits provided by hearing aids may decrease. Cochlear implants are almost unique in medicine in that they restore one of our 5 senses and have been described as the most successful neuroprosthesis in healthcare. This is done by surgically placing a small electrode in the hearing organ, which we call the cochlea. A mild electronic current bypasses those damaged hair cells that Angela mentioned earlier and directly stimulates the sensory cells that sit below. Sound is transmitted to this internal system through an advanced sound processing unit that's worn on the ear and offers a range of features and benefits, which you'll hear about later in this presentation. Today, we estimate that up to 1.2 million people in the United States and 87 million people globally live with severe to profound hearing loss. Of these, approximately 6% have pursued cochlear implants. Now, we have years of clinical experience and published data that clearly document the benefits of cochlear implantation, and we found that they provide significant improvements in speech understanding, improvements in autonomy and quality of life. In fact, very recently, a panel of 30 global experts on cochlear implants completed a systematic review of over 6,000 scientific publications to arrive at consensus statements on cochlear implants. Now, they published 20 evidence-based statements, but one really stands out, and that is that cochlear implants significantly improve overall and hearing-specific quality of life in adults with severe, profound, or moderate sloping to profound bilateral sensory neural hearing loss. Now, when it comes to children, we know that treating hearing loss contributes greatly not only to auditory development, but a range of other important areas. If we start early in life with something as familiar to all of us as babbling, it's been found that children who received cochlear implants have more vocalization and babble earlier when compared to their peers who were implanted later in childhood. This is especially important as babbling is a strong predictor of later language development. And in a way, spoken language is like a key that unlocks the auditory experience and improves social interaction during childhood. School is a tremendously important part of life, not only for development of language and reading skills, but also for social and behavioral skills. Access to sound prepares children to enter these classroom environments that present a range of listening demands. And in general, improving auditory access has a positive influence on their academic performance in a range of areas like math and spelling and writing. The documented benefits of treating hearing loss extend to quality of life, with children showing progressively higher quality of life with longer implantation time, suggesting that implanting earlier in life sets children on a positive developmental and social path as they age. Even parents report that cochlear implants have improved their children's quality of life. Now, it's clear that early detection and intervention for children with hearing loss is an important first step to supporting foundational skills for later in life. And Advanced Bionics is proud to introduce technology catered specifically to the needs of both children and adults. You'll learn all about that next.
Thank you, Angela and Jason. Our experts will be live on camera at the end of the conference. So just a short reminder, feel free to ask all your questions in the chat function.
Now, we will take a deep dive into the Bluetooth connected world and let Chris and Rachel introduce you to the latest innovations from AB and Phonak.
Thank you, Florence and Charlotte. My name is Chris Bingham, and I'm the Vice President of Global Marketing for Advanced Bionics. In partnership with Phonak, the global leader in hearing care, we're leveraging the power of Phonak's most successful platform, Marvel. I'm happy to be here virtually together with Rachel Bishop, the launch manager at Phonak. Hi Rachel, how are you?
Hi Chris, I'm doing well. I'm so excited to be here to celebrate such a momentous occasion. This launch has been the most collaborative that I've ever been a part of. And as you can imagine, I launch a lot. So that's saying something. So where do we begin?
Let's talk about Sky CIM. We know that children are not small adults. Their listening needs, wearing requirements, and daily listening situations are all different from those of adults. This is why we are very excited to introduce you to the world's first CI sound processor designed specifically for children. We want to give our kids the world. They should hear their best, whether at home, at school, or on the playground. As they grow, we want them to learn, to talk, and hear everything around them. The Sky CIM processor offers children a powerful hearing experience using the proven technology platform from the world's leading pediatric hearing aid, Phonak Sky. Its unique AutoSense Sky OS 3.0 operating system can deliver excellent sound quality and performance throughout the day and is specifically designed for children's typical listening situations. This advanced machine learning algorithm analyzes the sounds of the child's environment every 0.4 seconds and can identify whether they're in a classroom, on the playground, or in the library, etc. It then draws upon multiple CI features, blending them to create distinct settings to provide the optimum performance throughout the day without the need for manual adjustments or management by parents or teachers. Parents want a comfortable and secure hearing solution that stays out of the way while the child explores and conquers the world. Sky CIM is designed with children in mind, giving them flexibility for their growing adventures, with its variety of wearing options and accessories on the ear or clipped to a shirt. This way, the device stays secure no matter the age of the child or intensity of the activity. The robust waterproof accessories available with Sky CIM allows kids to maintain hearing performance during all of their activities and enable important learning opportunities even when in water and dirt. This means babies and toddlers won't miss out on important bonding and learning experiences that happen during bath time or swim class. As they become older, they can fully participate in their favorite sports and enjoy the beach or the pool. Sky CIM also comes in fun, child-friendly colors. This lets their personalities shine. We believe that when kids like how their CI systems look, they'll be more likely to wear it, which means they'll be able to benefit more from it. We want the child's hearing solution to be intuitive and easy for the parents and caregivers to monitor. Sky CIM offers ultimate ease of use for kids to stay connected with their world around them and throughout their day. SkyCIM's integrated Roger technology helps kids hear their teachers and friends in classrooms, cafeterias, and auditoriums directly in their ears, bypassing noise in the environment. This, plus direct smartphone connectivity via Bluetooth, helps kids stay connected with their world throughout the day. As they grow, they can use it for video calling with grandparents or streaming their favorite shows, music, or even with video games. Now let's talk about our all-new sound processor for adults, Naida CIM. Our cochlear implant wearers want the best hearing performance all day, every day, at home, at work, with their friends and family, or when they are enjoying their favorite activities. Naida CIM offers a powerful hearing experience with excellent sound quality in a variety of situations and integrated connectivity. The Naida Marvel CI sound processor also allows us to bring many of the celebrated Phonak Marvel features to our adult CI population. For example, the AutoSense OS 3.0 works similarly to the pediatric version in SkyCIM, but is designed with adult listening situations. And its benefit to the listener is the same, an unmatched hearing experience without the need for manual adjustments. We know that our cochlear implant wearers are looking for a hearing solution that is comfortable to wear, discreet, and waterproof. Naida CIM gives them effortless comfort and convenience with its newly designed ergonomic housing and slib headpiece, as well as the waterproof accessories. Our wearers want to focus on what they are hearing, not how they are hearing. Technology should anticipate their needs in any situation and support them automatically. Naida CIM offers wearers ultimate ease of use for staying connected with the world around them. The built-in connectivity options with Bluetooth and Phonak Roger accessories enable phone calls and audio streaming from virtually any device. Together with the AB remote app, which enables convenient and discreet management of the hearing devices, it provides the wearer with the ultimate ease of use. So, SkyCIM and Naida CIM are the two new CI sound processors we're introducing. But as Sandy referred to earlier, many people with a CI also wear a hearing aid on the other ear. Let's hear more from Rachel about our unique bimodal solutions for adults and children.
Thanks, Chris. Combining the expertise at Advanced Bionics and Phonak has forever changed the game for patients who are considering cochlear implantation. Whether you are an adult or a child, the Phonak, Naida, and Sky Link M ensures that the journey is seamless from start to finish. Let's start with the adults. approximately 80% of current adult cochlear implant recipients are using a bimodal hearing configuration. The benefits of a bimodal fitting are, simply put, that 2 ears are better than 1. That's the way that we were designed. Also, having access to low-frequency hearing in a bimodal fitting has been found to result in a richer, fuller sound experience. Pairing a hearing aid with a cochlear implant improves speech understanding in quiet and in noise. Finally, experiencing music through a cochlear implant along with a hearing aid allows for better music quality and increased enjoyment for the listener. Despite the known benefits of a cochlear implant for adults with severe to profound hearing loss, the evidence shows us that in the US and UK, only 5 to 7% of adults with qualifying hearing loss actually receive a cochlear implant. This data is a reminder that sometimes the path to better hearing isn't always straight and narrow. It can take a considerable amount of time and years of accumulated frustration before a person decides to take the plunge. Before today, whatever hearing aids the patient was wearing before the implant went to live in the dresser drawer, and the patient needed to get a whole new system and adapt to a brand new world of unfamiliar signal processing. Today, the NAIDA Link M addresses this challenge. As the patient progresses from hearing loss and hearing aids to a cochlear implant, bilateral NAIDA Link M hearing aids can be used right up to the time of implantation, and one of them can be continued to be used in a bimodal fitting following implantation. This seamlessly completes the continuum of care and provides continuity of signal processing throughout the journey. The same journey can be said for children, but the stakes are so much higher. Children need to be able to hear so that they can develop speech and language. Research shows us that a period of early bimodal stimulation provides a benefit to early language acquisition for children undergoing cochlear implantation. And for those with a moderate to severe hearing loss, a prescribed period of bimodal use may be more advantageous than early simultaneous bilateral cochlear implants. So, we took the best-selling hearing aid in history, the Phonak Marvel, with over 2 million devices sold globally, and we created the NAIDA and the Sky Link M. The NAIDA and Sky Link M work in unison with the cochlear implant sound processor. They work in an integrated and dynamic way, including with signal processing. Our binaural voice stream technology allows the full audio bandwidth to be streamed to both devices simultaneously in real time. Connectivity to classic Bluetooth for streaming from iOS and Android smartphones and tablets. And Bluetooth Low Energy allows data transfer between the remote control, the fitting software, and the AB remote app. Airstream technology for true plug-and-play solutions with high sound quality for TV streaming and when using the partner mic. And world's first with the Phonak proprietary Roger protocol. Speaking of Roger, Roger Direct allows Roger microphones to stream directly to the Sky and NAIDA Link M and the CIM without having to attach an external receiver. This gives children significantly better access to both the quality and the quantity of language. Children will have access to 5,300 more words every day compared to using hearing aids alone, and can access as much as 12% more child-directed speech. According to the kids' parents, they also appear more alert, engaged, and attentive in daily activities and conversations. This sets the groundwork for better speech and language development. Let's take a look quickly at Bluetooth Classic. This is also a world's first bimodal solution with hands-free calls and own voice pickup, so your phone can stay in your pocket or your bag while you're on a call. And if we take a look deeper into Bluetooth Low Energy, If a patient wishes to make changes in real time, they can do this themselves, regardless of where they are along the journey. With 2 NAIDA Link M before the surgery or after the CI has been activated. A lot of world's firsts here at Phonak and AB with the NAIDA and Sky Link M and the AB CIM. Chris, what do you make of all this?
Absolutely. For us at AB and Phonak, we share a common purpose to connect people to the world around them through innovative hearing solutions. But we can only do it through a partnership with hearing care professionals. So it's equally important for us to create tools that can help serve their patients. Tools such as Target CI. Target CI is our brand new CI fitting software for our Marvel CIs and their compatible bimodal hearing aids. This is another collaboration with Phonak. We've taken Phonak Target, the market-leading fitting software, and built on this foundation to deliver a comprehensive tool for any type of CI fitting, 1 CI, 2 CIs together, or bimodal. It has an intuitive workflow and user-centered design. Target CI is designed for easier, faster, and smarter fittings. Hearing care professionals want a fitting software that is easy to use so they can spend more time with their patients rather than the software. Target CI offers easier fittings with the industry standard NOAA-Link wireless, giving them the freedom and convenience of wireless patient programming. For the first time ever, professionals can program a CI sound processor and a compatible bimodal hearing aid with one software in one session, resulting in faster fittings. Target CI is also designed to be a smarter fitting tool, with a default setting optimized for cochlear implant wearers, giving professionals the flexibility to meet their specific needs. We can't wait for professionals to work with Target CI. That's it from my side on the product overview. Back to you, Florence and Charlotte.
Thank you, Chris and Rachel, and to all of you for watching and staying with us. Now is the moment to ask all of your questions if you have not already done so by using the chat functionality.
We would like to introduce now our experts for this Q&A session. Due to the global pandemic, you can imagine that we could not fly everyone to one location. So our experts are joining us from different parts of the world.
So, live from Valencia, California, our Advanced Bionics team with Vicky Carbrandel, Jason Galster, Chris Bingham, and Elizabeth Galster.
And for the Phonak team, we have live from the Chicago area, Sandy Brandmeier, Shannon Basham from Georgia, and from North Carolina, Stacy Rich. And while we are looking if there are any questions in the chat, here are all our guests. Thank you very much. All our experts are live. Hi guys, nice to see you.
Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, we give you a few more minutes maybe to submit your questions. So while we wait for your questions, I actually have one question for you, Vicky, to get started. How does the collaboration between Advanced Bionics and Phonak benefits professionals and end users?
Well, that's a great question. Thanks for it as well. I just wanted to talk about two things. We benefit the patient because of technology and because of the sound of sound. In technology, we get to organize all of the research and development on the hearing instrument side of the business and port it over to the cochlear implant side of the business. From the sound of sound perspective, we're a company that can support patients from the entire hearing care continuum. And what that means is they hear the sound from a hearing instrument perspective with the same front-end processing that then they can hear the same type of sound on the cochlear implant. From the perspective of the hearing care professional, we now have the technology with this launch for them to be able to be even more efficient in when they're programming the cochlear implant and when they're doing a bimodal solution. So we care. We have three principles, right? Best hearing performance, ideal hearing care partner, and then to offer uninterrupted hearing experience for our users.
So we have a comment on the chat from Abram Bailey, who says, "What's up" to Jason and Liz. So I guess they can say hello back.
Okay, I think we have here a question from Carl Strom. How different, challenging is the hearing aid programming in a bimodal hearing aid fitting? And this is now incorporated into new fitting software. I guess that's a question maybe for Liz.
The hearing aid fitting is seamless within the Target CI fitting software. A hearing care professional can program the cochlear implant and the hearing aid at the same time in the same session with the software Target CI, just as they would program either bilateral hearing aids or bilateral cochlear implant sound processors. So we've really made a huge step forward in our ability to integrate the fittings into the same fitting platform.
I don't see any more additional question in the chat, if I'm not mistaken. But don't worry, you have more opportunities to ask us questions also after the media conference.
Absolutely. I think as we are about to conclude this conference, we would like to thank all of you for having joined us today. We would also like to thank all the Advanced Bionics and Phonak spokespersons for their presentations and for having answered all the questions.
Okay, as I said, be assured that we will come back to you for any unanswered questions submitted during this Q&A session. And if you have any questions following the media conference, or should you wish to schedule an interview with one of our experts, don't hesitate to contact Lee Fazina or our PR director in the US, John Urbaniak, or contact Charlotte or myself. We will be more than happy to help you. On that note, we would like to wish all of you a nice holiday season. Thank you very much.
Thank you.